out and look up at the stars and just see if you could come up with 4 or 5 things about God that you learned just from gazing at the heavens. Did anyone have an opportunity to do that? All right, Colleen, and Greg, would you care to share with us anything that you learned?
Marvelous works of his hands.
All right, marvelous work.
Peace, tranquility, just sparkly, beautiful. Just knowing that there is a God, and God put those things in place for us to enjoy as Christians and as human beings.
All right, great. Appreciate that. Greg?
It's organizational ability, it's administrative, supervising everything.
All right. You know, now I wonder if that's really much that we actually look at the stars and we're thinking administration. Administration is pushing papers on a desk. God is pushing planets, you know, on a vast backdrop. Isn't that great? All right. Anyone else? All right. Well, sometime this week, if you have a chance or just whenever, do that. Go outside at night, look up at those stars, and see what you can learn about God just by looking up at the stars. You may see something beyond administration or organization or marvelous works, as Colleen said. Whatever it is, just see if you can come up with something on that to learn about God. Speaking of learning about God, have you ever met someone for the very first time? And you get into a conversation with that person, and it's amazing how much you can tell about that person by his or her speech, by the things that they talk about. It doesn't take too long, in some cases, to figure out the things that are important to that person, what he or she thinks about particular topics or about particular people. And the longer you talk to that person, the more you actually begin to find out what kind of person he or she is. In some cases, you've talked for 20 or 30 minutes and you think, man, this is really fun, and you've thoroughly enjoyed visiting with that person. And other times you're looking for a way out after the first 30 seconds. You know, just get me out of here. Last week, as we began examining Psalm 19, we discovered in those first 6 verses that God has revealed an awful lot about himself by means of some conversations, some speeches carried out through creation. Those conversations, those speeches have been ongoing every single day and night since day one, since God created everything. And in those conversations, God has brought tremendous glory to himself through this unimaginable universe he's created. Do you remember how big the observable universe is across what I shared with you last week? A whole lot. Okay, I forget the exact number. Was it 588 trillion? No, I take that back. 487 trillion miles across the diameter of the observable